Okay, so welcome to the Tibetan Buddhist Society, our traditional Tibetan temple. That's a bit challenging. We've got a bit of an echo here. So this is the commemoration prayers for Geshe-la's to request his rapid return and to remind us why we're trying to adhere to Geshe-la's teachings and follow his tradition. So there's two light offerings today. There's a light offering from Diane that Loden Rinpoche may stay healthy and safe, and that we may quickly learn of his location. Any merit is for the benefit of all living beings without exception. And there's also a light offering from Anna to honor the peaceful passing this weekend of my long-time and dear friend Susan. May all the Buddhas please care, and may she enjoy a beneficial. So before we start the prayers, I'd like to say just a little bit about Geshe-la, because there's some people who are connected here and who connected to these books. So in the Path to Enlightenment, it says, our Guru is the Buddha manifesting in our lives and showing us the Dharma, and we should train our mind to relate to him with the respect and devotion we would have for Shakyamuni himself. He is the greatest source of benefit to both ourselves and others. It is our Guru who leads us from a life of suffering and limitation to the perfection and happiness of enlightenment. Because of this great kindness, we should hold our Guru with the greatest possible respect and devotion. So for us, we were lucky. For us, that was quite an easy thing to do, because so many of Geshe-la's students instinctively knew he was special, like even before training themselves in Guru Yoga, where you train to see the best in your teacher. Even when first meeting him, people instinctively knew Geshe-la was an extraordinary person, and a natural respect. So Geshe-la had a tremendous presence, and people could sense that, whether with their body or with their mind. Then you could sense Geshe-la's presence. And everyone you meet within psychic existence, almost everyone, is limited, easily angry, easily competitive, easily inflexible, easily dogmatic, easily worried, and so on. And as ordinary beings, we have little control over our mind, and little control over our life, little energy, little wisdom, little compassion. So when you meet someone who isn't bound in those ways or limited in those ways, then it's an extraordinary thing. And and Geshe-la was, as I said, extraordinary in many ways. In terms of his energy and direction, his whole life was like a gently flowing river, just continuously going in the direction of developing the Dharma and helping others. And his generosity and kindness, he gave everything he had. He just continuously giving. He often give away all his money. He give away, whether he's in hospital, he's giving to nurses, to doctors. Here, he's giving to students, giving to children, giving to everyone who meets him, giving material stuff, giving money, giving the Dharma. So that's very unusual. And then in terms of Geshe-la's clarity and vision, then everything was simple for him, whether giving health advice or personal emotional advice or Dharma advice, highest yoga tantra advice, whether dealing with the council. Then Geshe-la had clarity and sort of a long-term vision about what was the best way to go. And in terms of capability, Geshe-la knew many people were a little bit nervous around Geshe-la because they had that sense he knew their mind. And so long-term students, that became clear that that was the case. So a holy being such as Geshe-la you have with your guru, and it's an extraordinary privilege to know someone like Geshe-la. So I think another thing people also experienced with Geshe-la was a tremendous sort of reassurance or security. Like in psychic existence, everything is uncertain. And we have insecurity because we're continuously propping up a false view of I, of self. Yet being with Geshe-la, people felt tremendously, it's being with a holy being and one that has your best intention at heart and knows you through and through. It was a tremendous, it was wonderful. So also he gave us a glimpse beyond our karmic confines. So our limited view of self, limited view of mind, limited view of others. And he expanded that because he wasn't bound within those karmic confines. And obviously Geshe was a complete encyclopedia of classic Dharma, of authentic, as a lineage holder, a Dharma, so many different streams of Dharma that he distilled into the essence and put into these 9 books for us, very clearly laid them out for us. So again, that's an amazing thing, like the definition of the Dharma jewel being a completely purified truth, actual Dharma, completely purified truth in the continuum of superior. So that's an extraordinary thing also. And receiving Dharma from a person such as that, then it makes a deeper imprint, makes a longer term imprint. And not to be connected with Geshe-la in any way whatsoever. So enough of that. So we'll say these prayers to request Geshe-la's rapid return, because he's still got plenty of material to work with us. So we're starting off with the prayers. I think everyone's been sent the prayers. So starting off with the general prayers, refuge and bodhicitta. To the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge until becoming enlightened. Through the merit of my generosity and so on, may I achieve Buddhahood to benefit all beings. To the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge until becoming enlightened. Through the merit of my generosity and so on, may I achieve Buddhahood to benefit all beings. This ground, anointed with perfume and strewn with flowers, Mount Meru, the four continents, adorned with sun and moon, imagined as a Buddha land and offer thus, may all beings enjoy such pure lands. Shintu Papa Tava Diaviyum Jishin Tapa Dilse Zalingam Nuta Tame Tene Sasuna Yansu Tatpi Zapata Jata Shinta Tempo Nile Tupi Sadmo Tawa Jete Chopelo Mana Yasu Sopene Tupi Tampe Sotin Mame Sedlatu Tetu Tanti Lantine Sopi Shishin Shishin Sepe Tom Sepe Tepe Tancho Manu Senpai No Santa Pe Pama Shazama Rajatsuna Tambata Bimi El Santa Pa Dope Shadmojo Sebe Chape Take Sepagi Sase Chenyan Nana Tujata Body born from a million magnificent excellent virtues, speech fulfilling the hopes of infinite beings, a mind that sees all objects of knowledge precisely, I bow my head to the chief among the Shakyas, supreme sons of the incomparable teacher, carrying the load of all the conqueror's deeds, by their emanations appearing in countless realms. I prostrate to Mathura and Manjushri. The mother of conquerors is difficult to fathom. The precise thought is in commentaries written by Jambavipa's ornaments, Nagarjuna and Asanga. I prostrate at the feet of those most renowned in the three realms. From these two great chariots come the excellent lineages of the paths of profound view and vast deeds. Their essential points gathered thoroughly and without fault. Prostration to the lamp holding this treasure of instruction, giving explanation through compassion, by seeing precisely and completely the essential points of all paths of Sutra and Tantra, holder of the conqueror's entire holy Dharma, prostrations to the glorious Losandrapa. I, seeing all the infinite teachings, supreme way of crossing for those entering the journey to liberation, moved by compassion to deeds skilled in method, prostrations to the spiritual masters who make everything clear. Yonton kandi cheje tenche Sujin tempa nanji sangwaru Lepa toni bepa dumayi Lepa tempo tempa tinjilo Lenche nipe dewi tenzandi Shinto nita don chenche juni Nian tanto nian ponen pelo Junche me pa te wa jinjilo Muso jawa chu yu chu bujin Nidu chi pe chi wa chan padam Chi wei jesu nu tan tri ma jin Dana te cha chi chin chan wa Ne pa tempo ni ni pe zo Cha shin chan wa nan chan pon wa dang so ta da tu pa ti pa la ta tu pa da te pa jin ji la chi pe mi no du na tun di do chi tan mi ran si pe pon zo ki Ni mi ta we te wa la Nye tempo te wa jin ji lo Nanda sampa te yi tampa yi Tata chi jin ban yo chen po yi Ten pe sa we so so ta pa la Tu pa nian po te pa jin ji lo Ni si so na na shi shin du Ma tu tu wa ku chan te pa wa Tu ni tu wa tu we tu tu we Cha 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 pa jin ji lo Sam san chi cha so sin na son la Tu pa mi na cha chu mi dru pa Ne pa tu ni cha se ton pa la So pa ta pu lo pa jin ji lo No so no so jian zhu qi ji xin yan da dong da zu qi qiu fai yi da nan dong zong bei zhu wei lang yan de ju na jie wa jin ji lo Ten ma na jan na du ju pa na De pa tun ji cha ju to ji ti Da san ju wu ju no tan pa di De la niu du shan pa jin ji lo De se no du nan yi du pa ji Nan da tam si don pa sun pa la Chu ma min pe ni pa nyu tu ni Su dan do te sun pa jin ji lo Tene ju de nye po ren ni ti Ne nan chi shin ton ne son pai Tun chi nan chu chu le Pe Su Jin Zhe Pa Jin Ji Lo, Di Ta Na Zan Tu Pe Shi Ni Da, Su Xin Zhe Pe Zhu Na Jia Ta Jing, Chi Dan Nan Di Pa Du Qiu Pi Zu, Ye Wa Xi Wa Jin Ji La Tu Zu, Di Wa Tu Tu Yan Dak La Ma Dam, De Mi Chu Ji Pa Na Lo Chu Jing, Sa Dan Nan Ji Yan Tan Ra Zu Ni, Du Ji Chen Di Du Pan Yu Du Shu. The kind master is the basis of all qualities, and proper alliance is the root of the path. By seeing this excellence and through much striving, bestow blessings to be devoted with great respect. This gentle support of freedom, obtained this one time, is most difficult to achieve. Knowing its great value gives rise to a mind seizing its essence constantly day and night. Bestow blessings to generate this continuum unceasingly. It is like a bubble in water, this constantly moving body and life. Thus remember the swift collapse of death. Beyond death, like body and shadow, white and black karmic results follow after. By gaining firm certainty in this, the mass of faults, subtle and very subtle, are abandoned, and the accomplishment of all virtuous collections completed. Bestow blessings to ever attain conscientiousness. The qualities of samsara are unfit to be trusted, the door to all suffering. Do not be content with these enjoyments. By knowing its defects, bestow blessings to develop a great aspiration for the bliss of liberation. By that pure thought, great conscientiousness is drawn forth, a mindfulness and awareness of the individual liberation, the root of the teachings. Bestow blessings to make this the essential practice. Just as I myself have fallen into samsara's ocean, all living beings as mother are also like that. By seeing the responsibility for the liberation of beings, bestow blessings to be trained in supreme bodhicitta. However, by merely generating the mind, if not acquainted with the three aspects of ethics, enlightenment will not be attained. By seeing this excellence, bestow blessings to train with strong effort in the vows of the conqueror's sons, pacifying distraction toward perverse objects. By way of proper analysis of the perfect meaning, bestow blessings to swiftly and continuously generate the paths related to union of calm abiding and special insight, thus becoming a vessel trained in the common paths. Enter the Vajrayana, supreme evolution of all vehicles. Bestow blessings to engage the easy path itself, that sacred way of crossing for fortunate beings. The base of practice for the two aspects of attainment is when guarding the pure vows of commitment is found to be genuine and certain. Bestow blessings to protect them even at risk of life. Then, by understanding properly the important points, which are the essence of the two stages of the Tantra classes, bestow blessings to practice according to these holy teachings, with continuous effort in the supreme four-session yoga. Like that, may the spiritual friend revealing the gentle path and the friends of proper practice stand firm. Bestow blessings to quickly pacify the masses of outer and inner hindrances. In all rebirths, may I never be parted from perfect gurus and the enjoyment of the glorious Dharma. By utterly completing all qualities, paths, and grounds, may I quickly achieve the state of Vajradhara. Okay, so the final prayer of the graduated class. Geni rindu bini zonini, Atayampa gaji sapadi, Nami Nantuen Jawi Wapoda Jushik Dima Sompi Sera Tuntuya Champi Yanti Sewe Chezone Tempe Rimpa Kuzan Dantijo Lene Drupe Kalnane Jijo Wendi Jijin Kote Nangine Shudan Sewe Dawe Takaiki Tuwe Yiki Munpa Sejini Tuwe Tenpa Yunrin Sindrusik Tenpa Rinchen Zoki Makyaba Chotyan Yampa Jupe Chodeni Linje Chenpo Yira Chopayi Pende Tede Sawate Pajo Sishi Jawe Mejo Chende Leto Chancho Lanti Rempekyo Todo Nanti Ila Patejin Jawe Separindu Chandrishik Nantan Trumpe Tunten Trutechin Jaten Saje Mida Mimitkum Sera Tuntu Jawe Napayi Nanda Tanta Jawa Majushik Pente Tepe Tadma Chu 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 Sushin Dupla Zopa De Yitse Tutan Nanti Tatu Chochin Tashi Jatsu Chotun Chadushi. By the two collections vast to space, amassed with effort for a long time, may I become a chief of conquerors, a guide for all beings whose mind's eye is blinded by ignorance. Also in all lives while not yet come to that, may Manjushri favor me with his compassion, finding the supreme path, complete with all the stages of the teachings. May I please the conquerors by practicing well, by my precise understanding of the essential points of the path, with skillful means drawn along by strong compassion, and by dispelling the mental darkness of beings. May I uphold the conqueror's teaching for a long time, where the supreme precious teaching has not spread, also where it has spread but become degenerate, with a mind deeply moved by great compassion. May I make clear this treasure of benefit and bliss, the stages of the path excellently established by the marvelous deeds of the conquerors and their sons. Give glory to the minds of those aspiring for liberation. May the conqueror's deeds be long preserved. May all humans and non-humans who remove the obstructions and establish conditions favorable to cultivating the excellent path never be parted for all of their lifetimes from the purest of paths which the Buddhas have praised. When someone makes effort to practice properly the 10 points of conduct of the Supreme Vehicle, may he always be assisted by the mighty protectors, and may oceans of good fortune spread out, reaching all. In praise to Mahakala. Yuzi Chen Rizigla Shaksanu Thubten Chivinaya Kama
Nan po chen po ta ki shan ta jan. Chen tu du jan. Jan di nan pa jan. Ye pa di gu pa pa di wa di. Tama dama runi da tu tu. Yan pa tu pa da ni du te zong. De chen ja pa ju ni jin wa jin. Tapo shani te wana pazi. Chen san japo vata jindu wa. Tawa sindu rahile paju. Jiva mi chu japu vitata. Tata mi do na chu do shate. Richen do kana yivu la jan. Shin jone to ma den te pe. Patan jante pana jante to. Sanjitan panyam pasan vada. Tantan hupanyan pada padam. Tantan pada tantan dinadi. Tantan bachi tanti jivadam. Jidono duza.
Prostrations to the quickly acting Chenrezig, whose feet with anklets tread on Ganesh, great black one with tiger skin lower robe, 6 arms in aspect adorned by snake ornaments. By the right are held a cleaver, middle a rosary, and a strongly twisting damaru. The left holds skull cup and trident, similarly a lasso by which the binding is done. Wrathful face, fangs in bared aspect, 3 wrathful eyes, hair blazing upright, brow most excellently anointed with cinder. At the crown, Akshobhya, complete regent, is permanently affixed. You have a necklace of 50 blood-dripping human heads, and a crown adorned by the jewelry of 5 dried skulls. By this praise you come from the tree and take my torma. Praise and prostration to the glorious 6-armed one. Thus protect the Buddha's teachings from demons. Praise and help to raise up the rare Supreme Three, and pacify all bad conditions and hindrances for us, all leaders, students, together with entourage. Please bestow quickly whatever attainments I wish. And the prayer to Maitreya Buddha. Try and get the tune right. Champi Gujin Pujin Dapala Tun 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 Badi Pilu Chanam Chetsun Champa Gompo Jadrandu Te Cho Cho Di
pe la cho ba jo. Na chi tu je tan ti ri wo ko. Chan tu ni je wa po sha wi tso. Ta di lu tu pe mo ka ti ni. Ta sha pun be zo na zin je jo. Te tse ja wa ja pa ra du di. Cha di ta ki go ma ja zin du. La me tuan chu chu du la den. Tu gan tan du san di yu tu jo. Chan chu tu pe se ra tu du ya. Tu san tian wa se chi tan je ki. La chen cho pa ji ni ji pa ko. Chi du du ni su xin don pa jo. Ni shi ri mo cha we li gu gu. Na su se ji hu wa da te ji. Na zun no bu do gi ra zin pe. Ten pe ta zin jo chu zu pa jo. Pen te ju ne ten pa da jin gi. Ten zin ten bu tan che ku kan zan. Nu chan tu la de ki jun win. San jen ten ba ta tu ja ju. Ta tu jan pa nam sun jon pe tu. Tu de jan pe pon di jon pa dong. Tu jan pe to ti jan ze pe. Jan wa jan pa don po tra shi jo. May those beings actualizing the conditions, direct perfect images of the form of Maitreya, enjoy the glorious Dharma of the Supreme Vehicle at the feet of the Protector, Venerable Maitreya, on the day at the diamond seat of the mountain peak, when the powerful Protector Maitreya, a rising sun, shines forth. By my lotus-like wisdom opening, may the fortunate, like a gathering of bees, all be satisfied. On that occasion, very pleased, Conqueror Maitreya's right hand touches my head. By thus prophesizing peerless supreme enlightenment, may I quickly attain Buddhahood to benefit all beings. May all lifetimes of practice for enlightenment, also the entire extent of the great ways of actions of all the conquerors and sons of the three times, be condensed and practiced properly. Elegant explanations of the scriptures, beautiful drawings on cloth, are dependent on the golden handle of wisdom and the three trainings, excellent mark of the jewel top ornament. May such banner of the doctrine be established in the 10 directions, a source of benefit and happiness. May Buddha's teachings develop and spread. May the bodily elements of all holy beings be healthy, a source of joyful happiness for all living beings. May the Buddha's teachings ever increase. By the power of continuous meditation on the three aspects of love, may the hosts of Madhusmaras be subdued by love, and by caring for all beings with the power of love, through the protective Conqueror Maitreya, may all be auspicious. Chanchami Geshe-la Bujeze Geshe-la Gyama Mo Bazan Choti Jaza Doe gonzepa, gadanjipa
the wood of hatred is burnt. Through the light of pristine awareness, the darkness of ignorance is dispelled. To the regent of Dharma, protecting living beings, abiding in Tushita, I prostrate.
Lama jam gonze me tunji chan, nyanta da ni jo pe du baba, nanto ji le nyo do ja do zo, pa do chan le nyo do ja do zo, ne cho do na nyo do za do. Nyavani do sa de ni tata ni do ne pa do so.
Lama Maitreya Buddha, your compassion is boundless. The time has come to save me in my distress. I request you, save me quickly from the fear of the lower realms. Rescue me quickly from the bardo's dangers. Remove my suffering of pain and harm. Take me to your pure land of Tushita. From this place, quickly, at this moment. Take me definitely, immediately.
Digi we da shan do wa kun, shi po ju we mo la ga dan do, cha ti to we ka chan de tin, me pa chu ti se ti tu wo jo. Sa chu wan chu ja za za lin du, ta chu man we do pan yu biz, sun di du zo do ma ra dyon, ja we se pa ma lu ka ji jo. Tine shi pu ju ma ta, ta ta jine yi ga wa, nyo du chan go ni jine, chan chu nun den tu pa jo.
Due to these virtues, may all beings, myself and others, at the instant of death, take rebirth into Tushita. In that beautiful home so elevated by the Dharma, beautiful and defeated one, may I become your principal son. Sovereign regent of the 10th ground, when you come to this world and attain the state possessing the 10 powers, being first to fully taste the nectar of your speech, may I accomplish all the activities of the conquerors. As soon as I pass from here to the pure land of Tushita, by pleasing the protector Maitreya immediately, may he prophesy my attainment of enlightenment.
Kitagi penan ka de wayang, tu zon de she tan che chi, ze pa mun la jo ru, te tu ne ze ra tu da, te cha tu do ji tan mi da shi. Ne chon chan sen jan tan ta wa da, re ni nan ji do pa ta ji jo.
Whatever white virtues we have thus created, we dedicate as causes enabling us to hold the holy Dharma of Scripture and realization, and to fulfill without exception the prayers and deeds of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 3 times. By the power of this merit in all our lives, may we never be parted from the 4 wheels of the Mahayana, and may we complete the journey on the paths of renunciation, bodhicitta, pure view, and the 2 stages.
Kivadi Tibukum Sahana Dishi Zuzujim Sahana Dishi Nihijundwe Tahapahatuni Tabajo. By this virtue, may all beings complete the collections of wisdom and merit and attain the two holy bodies arisen from wisdom and merit. May the precious superior mind of enlightenment be generated in those who have not yet generated it, and not decreased in those who have developed it, but increased continuously. So now we go to the Gaden Lha Gyama. Sorry? Oh, sorry, the marvelous prayer on the back. Yep, so the marvelous prayer on the handout. The marvelous prayer for the past, present, and future, composed by Geshe-la, Acharya, Thubten, Loden. Marvelous virtues be the principal cause to be reborn in the Tushita Pure Land, and see Maitreya Buddha and the limitless bodhisattvas abiding there. At that time, may I practice the perfection of wisdom sutras and the wisdoms of listening, thinking, and meditation. Through this, may I become enlightened in Tushita Pure Land. If that is not attained, may my limitless virtues be the principal cause to be reborn as a great human being and monk, like Nagarjuna, Chandrakirti, and Lama Tsongkhapa, having great compassion and great love for all beings. If that is not attained, may my limitless virtues be the principal cause to be reborn as a great human being, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, and President Obama, bringing peace to the world and looking after the poor, the sick, and the homeless. Through this merit, may all beings be free of all suffering, disease, short life, bad conditions, and so on. Also through this merit, which has some challenging tunes. Okay, so starting with taking with this one, I thought for the sake of continuity, we'd just go through in Tibetan, do it all one go in Tibetan, and then go back and do it all in English. So we can just keep rolling with the Tibetan. Tatang drowa namka tamtan nyampa semchan diche dudina zungte jijin chanchun nyampo na chichi balu Pada nama dampa nama chamsu chiyo Sape sanje chantende nana chatsu chiyo Dampe chonana chatsu chiyo Pape de nana chatsu chiyo Sangejo danzo chi janana Chanchuba Dudani Katsuchi Tadidi Zodi Pedi Dadi Tama Pedi Sanji Tupajo Senchan Tang de la di de dan jawa de jik. De la me pe de wen la mi jawa de jik. Nye rin cha dan nye dan pe tan yon la pa de jik. Chi pa ma sam ta tam che ki don de nya wa yan ta pa zo pe san ji ji go pan rinpo che nan jian to pa ja de che de lam sa ma la na jo nyam su la wa ji yo Gaden Lha Gyama Gon ti tu kene, la ta so sa bu tre chu zin zi, cha ti ja bu jen ten lu zan trak, sa da ti pa ne di jek zu zo. Tu ti nan ka zen che pai de ten, che tsun la la di pe zun ka chan, ta bu te pe zun na jin chok tu, ten pa ti chi ka pe zhuk zu zo. Shi chi chung tu ja we lu zhong tu, ka zan na we kan tu lik je son, tra pe pa di la me ze pe ku, ton tu ten pe don tan da zak zak. 一我就有那种美多的，之前都不了在追加索，那山一种就追加索的，索那些就提了就把不。感觉多美多内萨巴呀，那那里里米切吉吉达，吉巴达巴松的米东乔，尼尼达巴达巴佐佐乔。你没得的万头这把总，这的怕被的就动就业，当不掉的那体是不了，大家三把大把一人路。จิตุนามาดาปฏินาจิชุตุตาลาทิสิจุสินตุจิตาสะเปจุจิสินปาลาสันติชุติจาภาวะตุสะ Ta ti ti ni sa pe de wa di. Ta 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 wa tu la ga pan ta. Ti pa ti tsun lo san ra pa yi. Ten pe ni po rin tu za du zo shong. 所知不知，日知，日知不知，日知你的人不。 Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryatayam me Zevi Te Jin Jin Rizik Dream Jin Be Wabajam Payam Dupamala Janjisan Ridai Janjan Dipe Zajan Zankapa Nasan Dipe Zahabazan
Yeah, okay, we'll do that one. Three. Yeah. Okay, we might do it in English. Yeah, we'll continue on with this pattern. Sorry, I've lost track here.
Loden Pedrima Zabuza Senite Zondra Duza Nyada Tiranta Bujinjilo Fada Zerila Marimpoche Tadinin Gape Motenjuma Tadin Tempo Gani Jesuante Tuzin Tugino Duzaduza Zeratundu Jamazongapa Tejo Shinin Lozu Zepatu Janwina Pila Jandinili Techi Sanyan Dopama Jushi Titano Dumalu Junwin Titano Majuti Zotatu Timahatuntu Janyan Mamaji Nishin Jesu Zimpanin Gyoshi Richen Tu Mali Tu Gadanshi Nos Yunamid Banko Neta Tupananda Jindruji Zikumula Nita Juwasho Jisanta Kani Tutin Kajo Janwini Mola Mazadunti Chantanyan Laduntu Zozampi Tajute Lamidu Vinvajo Kusante Duide Je te trouve, je vois l'endrang, return no water, Jesus, Chatana Malunya Tosha Chipata Payishi Dutsidi Tazante Dimishi Tundruchi Jesus Zata Yishi Jila Jadata Bhajanya Zunbhaja Chachana Zami Jungopisha Nanta Sanjina Ruja Dundu Tati Samati Nidonona Tata Don Pita Tu Davaja Jone Jikun Kyuwata Jitu Jita Losa Drapa Zada Mita Dyawe Josu Kunjone Tan 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 we don't joke.
Okay, now back to the start in English. I am the sentient beings, all the sentient beings, like the limits of space. From this time forth, up until we have reached the essence of enlightenment, go for refuge to the glorious holy gurus. We go for refuge to the victorious ones, the perfect Buddhas. We go for refuge to the holy teachings. We go for refuge to the Arya Sangha. One more time. I am the sentient beings, all the sentient beings, like the limits of space. From this time forth, up until we have reached the essence of enlightenment, go for refuge to the glorious holy gurus. We go for refuge to the victorious ones, the perfect Buddhas. We go for refuge to the holy teachings. We go for refuge to the Arya Sangha, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the highest of assemblies. I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By these practices of the transcendent actions, may I reach Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the highest of assemblies, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By these practices of the transcendent actions, may I reach Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. May all sentient beings possess happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they not be separate from the happiness which is without suffering. May they abide in equanimity, free of attachment and aversion to near and far. Particularly to benefit all mother sentient beings quickly, I must somehow attain the precious state of really perfect Buddhahood. Therefore I shall practice a profound path of Guru Yidam Yoga. From the heart of the protector of the 100 deities of the land of joy comes a cloud resembling a mass of fresh white curd. Omniscient Losangrappa, king of the Dharma, together with your sons, I request you to come to its tip. In space before me, seated on lion thrones, lotus and moon, O venerable gurus with white smiles of delight, I request you to be the supreme field of merit for my mind of faith, and remain for hundreds of eons in order to spread the teachings. Your minds have the wisdom that comprehends the full extent of what can be known. Your speech with its excellent explanations is the ear ornament of the fortunate. Your bodies are radiantly handsome with glory renowned. I prostrate to you whom it is worthwhile to see, hear, and remember. Various pleasing offerings, flowers, fragrant incense, light, scented water, and so on. This ocean of cloud-like offerings, both actually arranged and mentally created, I present to you a supreme field of merit. Whatever non-virtues I have accumulated from beginningless time, with body, speech, and mind, and especially any transgressions of my 3 vows. I confess over and over again from my heart with fervent regret. O you who strive to learn and practice in this degenerate age, and made your fully endowed life worthwhile by abandoning the 8 worldly dharmas, O protect us in the great waves of your deeds. We rejoice from the depths of our hearts. O Venerable Supreme Gurus, I request you to let fall from the billowing clouds of your love and wisdom in the sky of the Dharmakaya onto the earth of your disciples, in whatever way may benefit them, a rain of profound and extensive teachings. May the merit from whatever virtues I have collected benefit the teachings on all sentient beings, and in particular make Venerable Loden Drapa's essential teachings shine forever. This ground is anointed with perfume, bestrewn with flowers, and adorned with Mount Meru, the 4 continents, the sun and the moon. May offering it in visualization to this field of Buddhas lead all sentient beings to this pure realm. Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryatayami. Then this one we can repeat. Apparently we used to say it 7 times, so we go through six more times. You are a Lokatishvara, great treasure of compassion, not aimed at true existence, and Manjushri, master of flawless wisdom, as well as Vajrapani, destroyer of all hordes of demons, O Tsongkhapa, crown jewel of the sages of the land of snows, Loden Drapa, I make requests at your feet. You are a Lokatishvara, great treasure of compassion, not aimed at true existence, and Manjushri, master of flawless wisdom, as well as Vajrapani, destroyer of all hordes of demons, O Tsongkhapa, crown jewel of the sages of the land of snows, Loden Drapa, I make requests at your feet. You are Avalokiteshvara, great treasure of compassion, not aimed at true existence, and Manjushri, master of flawless wisdom, as well as Vajrapani, destroyer of all hordes of demons, O Tsongkhapa, crown jewel of the sages of the land of snow, Loden Drapa, I make request of true existence, and Manjushri, master of flawless wisdom, as well as Vajrapani, destroyer of all hordes of demons, O Tsongkhapa, crown jewel of the sages of the land of snows, Loden Drapa, I make requests at your feet. You are Avalokiteshvara, great treasure of compassion, not aimed at true existence, and Manjushri, master of flawless wisdom, as well as Vajrapani, destroyer of all hordes of demons, O Tsongkhapa, crown jewel of the sages of the land of snow, Loden Drapa, I make requests at your feet. You are Avalokiteshvara, great treasure of compassion, not aimed at true existence, and Manjushri, master of flawless wisdom, as well as Vajrapani, destroyer of all hordes of demons, O Tsongkhapa, crown jewel of the sages of the lands of snow, Loden Drapa, I make requests at your feet. And the next verse. Tosangam peje pa de belduja, Shetozam pe ludo jesuzo, Chodanta monudu di sauzuzo, Nudu tiran baba jindi. Oh, sorry, we're doing English. My apologies, everyone. We'll go back to that. I beg that my wisdom of hearing, thinking, and meditating may increase. I beg that my intelligence, in debating and composition may expand. I beg you to bestow on me the ordinary and superior powerful attainments. Please will you bless me quickly in this way. I beg that the transcendent knowledge born together with great bliss may arise. I beg that the filth of deluded grasping at true existence is cleaned out. I beg that mind's net of doubt be cut. Please will you bless me quickly in this way. O glorious and precious root Guru, come take your lotus seat of my heart, and keeping me safe in your great kindness, bestow on me, please, the powerful attainments of your body, speech, and mind. In every life and period, through the conquerors on Karpas, actualizing the Guru of the Supreme Vehicle, from this good path praised by the victorious ones, may I never turn aside even for a moment, by virtue of making offerings and requesting like that, to the source of all powerful attainments, the Venerable Gurus, may I be received in every rebirth by the Guru Manjagosha according to his pleasure. In the land of joy made of many precious things, among 10 million wonders is the undefeated protector. May I, by meditating well, reach that pure land, and as soon as I die, be reborn in that place. From inviting you to a white cloud emanated from his venerable heart, at the edge of its outstretched mass, O Guru with your sons, and from the 7 limbs, may the merit gathered quickly ripen my personality. O wisdom, love, and power of the conquerors of the 3 times, unified, universal guide appearing in, by having made requests, convinced that you are the essence of the families, quickly achieve all the ordinary and superior powerful attainments. Especially may the stream of nectar of pure knowledge, wisdom, wash away all the negativities, obscurations, and ignorance of my 3 doors, and my intelligence about the composition and the limitless nobles be equal to the protector Manjushris. In the very wonderfully built in the northeast, near the feet of the universal guide lion's roar, I be born as the first of your retinue, and always pass my time in hearing, thinking, and meditating about Sutra and Tantra. In brief, in this birth and all rebirths, may I not be separated from the Venerable Father Losandrapa and his sons, and following all the conduct of the conqueror's Dharma, may I strive for the great benefit of the teachers and the sentient beings. So we can very quickly dedicate that sutra session to the rapid return of Loden Rinpoche, and to us remaining true to these classic teachings that Geshe-la's passed down, and sustaining the center and sustaining, practicing the books and so on. And so we'll end this live stream session, and we start another one for the Vajrayana students for the long dedication prayers. So I just end the stream. Just end the stream now, don't I, Manny? Yep, okay. So wait for 10 seconds, okay. Big button. Oh, okay. So we'll resume in a couple of minutes. So time for a drink, and we'll start the Vajrayana long dedication. That's the Manjushri. So this is the email events@tashida.org. Okay. Okay, if anyone's a Vajrayana student and you've had the Vajrayana empowerments, then you can email events@tashita.org, and someone will send the dedication prayers to you if you don't have them.
So was the first one Vajrayana?
Yeah, I think so. Is it? Oh no, is it? Well, I think normally we do Yamataka first, don't we? Because that's the main empowerment. Anyway, we'll stay on Yamataka. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to end this stream, honey. End stream. Are you sure you want to end the stream? End.